football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Here's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A heck of an effort there on the scramble, leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes now on first down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. There he goes, left side. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the interception, here's Wilson.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
McManus now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Chiefs 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the... And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete. Okue Bunam. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
6 man.
Check yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
57. Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
on 2nd and 10, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's checked down to Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
14. We got double up. Mike.
On first down, Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that 54 is mine.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yardage.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Chiefs 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one.